Hola guys, and bienvenidos a Costa Rica de San Jose. Welcome to San Jose, Costa Rica, guys. Today we have an amazing day planned. We're going to go to Alajuela, an amazing little colonial town just outside of San Jose. We'll then be going to a little town called Grecia, and next to it is a beautiful, beautiful waterfall. We're taking you there. But first, we're going to discover what the Costa Ricans eat for desayuno, breakfast. Come along. Es el tiempo de desayuno. It's time for breakfast, guys. So, what we've got here is the very classic gallo pinto. And here, the double L's, if you're speaking Spanish, is more of a zh or a j, as opposed to your typical y that you get in Mexico. So, gallo pinto. So, gallo pinto, what is it? We've got basically some beans and rice, gallo pinto. You're gonna get like an egg, you're gonna get a piece of cheese, fried plantains, and a tortilla. Now the tortillas here are a little bit different than the ones I've had in Mexico. They're thicker, they're more crumbly, and they're corn, but they look more like a flour tortilla. Very strange. Yeah, they smell amazing, absolutely delicious. A super carb-packed breakfast, something delightful, and you always get it with a refrescado like this. This is just gonna be water blended with some sort of fruit. This one was piña, pineapple, and fresas, strawberries. Super tasty. Just like we saw a lot in Vietnam, the breakfasts here are very humble, food of the people. So let's give it a shot. I'm gonna take a little piece of the plátano, the plantain. I'm gonna give it a little rice, give it a little dip in the egg yolk. Boom. And we're gonna give it a shot. If you've never had a fried plantain, they're creamy, they're really like savory, but also have this sweet back end. Super, super tasty. Like, they're the perfect accompaniment to anything, because the rice and beans can sometimes be a bit dry. The tortilla's a bit dry, but then you have the egg, runny, and some cheese to kind of top it all off. That's what they eat for breakfast in Costa Rica. Let's go on an aventura, for an adventure. After 2 buses and a taxi, we arrive at Los Chorros Parque Nacional, Los Chorros National Park. This is the countryside of Costa Rica, guys. Costa Rica is a beautiful country. It's really hilly, really mountainous. You've got really epic views. It's super green and lush. You've got biodiversity. You've got amazing national parks. I mean, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So as we make our way into this national park, we are looking for a cascada de agua, so a waterfall. And this is renowned as one of the best waterfalls in the region. Very, very, very much looking forward to it. The pictures looked epic. This sign probably has the most amazing thing I've ever seen written for what's prohibited at this national park. The first one is consumir sustancias psicotrópicas. This is don't consume psychotropic drugs before drinking alcohol. That is amazing. I was told that once you walk down, you have to just enter the jungle. So that's what we're gonna do. Jungle time. Con la bandera, with the flag. But look at this place. Idyllic, to say the least. The nature in Costa Rica is super interesting. You've got like, you know, your typical mountains, you've got like river valleys where San Jose is, and then all of a sudden you're just like in the jungle. It happens so fast. Here's the opening to the Los Chorros Cascada, right here, the waterfall. It's so lush, it smells amazing here, it's fresh. The Costa Ricans, they go by this saying of la pura vida, meaning the pure life, the clean life. And it's actually a way that you can greet people here. The Ticos, the local Costa Ricans, they just have that kind of embodiment of living in the nature, living within this kind of system of rainforests and biodiversity that makes this country so absolutely epic and delightful to be in. It's awesome. I haven't been any place like this ever. absolutely ridiculous. It's probably like one of the tallest ones that I've seen like in nature, like just chilling in the middle of nowhere. The water is like clear, crystal clean. We've got some like rapids situation. It's nice. Lots of people here like barbecuing, grilling, having lunch. It's nice to come out into nature and just, you know, like see scenes like this. I found an extremely sketchy bridge. Someone built it a while ago. Got some pretty good holes in there. Definitely not gonna cross this bridge. The time has come to climb out of this jungle. So I will see you guys in the colonial city, Alajuela. Now we've arrived in Alajuela, which is a beautiful colonial city, Costa Rica's second largest metropolitan area. It's in the valley right next to San Jose. It's almost like a suburb, but it's not. This city is super important for the history of Costa Rica. This is one of the main centers of dissent against the Spanish colonial empire, and it was really important for the Costa Ricans gaining their independence from Spain in the 1800s. They have a savior of the city. His name is Juan Santa Maria, and here every April they have a Juan Santa Maria festival. He was one of the freedom fighters during the wars for independence, and he was a drummer boy and ended up dying and becoming a national symbol for rebelling against the Spanish Empire. We have a old colonial center. We have the cathedral here, so you guys can see, very Spanish style. We've got a central park, El Parque Central here, and it's known for having a beautiful cultural history center, which is just over here, and also having one of the best central markets that you can find in the country. Alajuela is known also as Villahermosa, or La Alajuela, also the city of mangoes. Villahermosa also means the beautiful city, and it's really busy. It's way busier in the center here. It's like dense, you can barely walk. There's so many people out doing things. And the good news is, guys, I found some street food. So let's do it. Hola, señor. No? ¿Es finito? Oh, gracias. Oh! The one street food I found is closed. Terrible.
Se llama granizado.
Granizado, sí.
¿Eso es qué, mi amor?
Second time with a street vendor went much better. The guy made something called a granizado, which reminds me of granita in Italian, which basically is like a flavored drink with ice, but it's also kind of like a sorbet situation. So this is cola y naranja granidazo. Oh, I forgot the name. This is made with cola, which is essentially like some sort of nut that they turn into this liquid that is very reminiscent of the snow cone we have back in the United States. Something that you find here. And I remember getting Inca Cola, which tasted kind of like, it's a soda that's kind of something like bubble gum. So he put something in the middle here, this part. I have no idea what it is. Some sort of powder. I think it could be like milk powder. But and then he topped the whole thing with sweetened condensed milk. Very, very excited to taste this. Maybe my favorite part of being here is that they put caution tape on these benches, but people are sitting anyway. They just said, fuck it, for the Corona. So here we go. I'm gonna just drink it first. We'll see how it goes. Impossible to drink. I'm gonna have to spoon this somehow. Okay. Oh. It does taste like bubble gum, but also kind of like strawberry. It's very, very, very sweet. And the powder he put in there It kind of tasted like kind of sugar and coconut. It's turning into some sort of weird syrupy situation. This is like pure bad for you kind of stuff that you find in Central America and in Mexico, but it's so good. Totally bubblegum, super bubblegum. I like it. I like it. Let's go to the Central Market. If you're not an idiot like me, and you probably want to eat it like a Costa Rican person, a tico, you're probably going to process it all together, mix it up, and then get something that looks kind of like this consistency, and then eat it together. So you get a little of the sweet, a little of the syrup, a little of the random tidbits they put in there. That makes way more sense. The other way it was all syrup. Yeah, this one you get a little of everything. It's really just sweet and delicious. It's gotta be so bad for you. God, I love it. So I found our guy, Juan Santa Maria. This is his park. There's Juan. There's his bayonet with the rifle. He's got the Liberty, Liberty Flame, 1856. And here it says, Alajuela glorificia tu inmortal. It means they glorify him immortally. What's crazy to think for me when I come to this part of the world is I'm from a former Spanish colony. This is like thousands of miles away, and it goes until Chile, another like 5,000 miles. It's absolutely insane how much land the Spanish took. It's monumentally crazy. And just for good measure, we have some cannons. Before we head into the Central Market right here, I want to say it's crazy how much Ticos, Costa Rican people, love the lottery. I mean, it's like lottery ticket there, lottery tickets there, lottery tickets there, lottery tickets inside, lottery tickets there. Like the whole street is one big lottery. How much can you win? If you know, comment below. ¿Qué onda? Costa Rica, Tico. René? These markets are amazing. Just local products, local people doing local things, like in a totally like normal way. You don't find this in a lot of places. They're lively. There's so much stuff going on. It's clean. They make you put hand sanitizer on before you come in. And it's like people actually come here to eat and spend time. And what they have, like they have so much different things, so many different things, as you guys saw in the last episode. We're gonna try and find one more thing to eat, and then we will finish the day. Now we'll end the day on a super high note, just how we started it. So I've ordered a tamales. This is what I showed you from New Mexico, if you saw that episode. The cool part is that instead of wrapping in corn, because of the north like we do, they wrap it in banana leaf right here. Little delicious packet of goodness. And the best part is for 1,500 colones, which is like $2.50, you can also get along with it a very typical cup of Costa Rican coffee. Delightful. So, I'm gonna open this guy up. It's the best little present, un regalo perfecto, a perfect little present. Oh, hey, and it just slides right out. I was watching another YouTuber who does food history, and they did a whole history of tamales recently, because tamales are normally like a Christmas dish. So tamales date back to the Aztec times, but even before that with the Olmecs, they've always been taking basically corn paste, masa, and wrapping it in banana leaves, serving it with a simple filling. Historically, they said it was like turkey or some sort of fruit. Obviously, they didn't have domesticated animals here pretty much until the colonial people showed up. But today in a tamale, you will find, ooh, very slidey, chicken, some red pepper, carrots, and then some rice, which I've never seen in a tamale before. So let's give it a shot. Oh, wow. It's way different than what we have in New Mexico. Ours are kind of like, it's not so finely processed, so the corn actually has some sort of like chew to it, but this is like almost like a custard. It's really creamy, nice, and then you get the texture from the rice and the chicken. Absolutely delicious. And with a cup of Costa Rican coffee, Café Tico, fantastico. So, you made it this far in the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate making these videos for you, and I'm gonna continue doing my best to bring you amazing content from around the world and many different places that are very cool, very interesting, that you might enjoy. So, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit that notification bell. Notification is super important. And gracias por visto. Hasta luego, mi amigos. Y salud.